The manual bucket calibration, we're going to go into our settings, system settings, calibrate bucket. Wizard calibration is for if your bucket is on the dog bones. Manual calibration is if you're on the ears of the bucket or the coupler. So we're doing a manual calibration. Length, pretty self-explanatory, but it's from the tooth of your bucket to the center of your bucket pin. You want to make sure you're measuring to the right pin. This measurement, as you're swinging your bucket, will not change. So you're measuring from the height from here to here, and you also want to make sure that you're not measuring from like over here across like this. Okay, straight up and down, that's going to give you an accurate measurement. If you have a tilt bucket, you've got to make sure your tilt bucket is pretty square. Otherwise, it could throw off your measurements. So you get that measurement. It's going to be 0.2 on this machine or something like that because it's tiny. Width, measure the width of your teeth or blade. Hit next. And now we're going to want to do left-hand side, most likely anyways. So if your sensor from the cab, if your sensor's facing to the left, that means it's left. Okay. We're going to be doing this vertically. It's a lot easier to plumb it. And what that means is you're just plumbing from the tip of your tooth to the center of that bucket pin again. And we're just telling the machine where plumb is on the position of the sensor right here. Simple as that. You can use a laser. That's what I'm using here. Laser to give me my plumb. You can use a level, like a 6-foot level. You can use a rock tied to a string. It doesn't matter. You're just plumbing that up. And once you got that plumbed up, then you hit next. And then it has us do one more thing. We're going to put our bucket in the flat position. Move down. Get our bucket flat. Let it stabilize. Once it's done, you hit next. And then you hit done. And then you rename your bucket. New bucket. Whatever you want. If you have multiple buckets, this is how you track all of your different buckets. Make sure you have the right one on. Hit OK. And now we're all set. So now I have my new bucket. I can tap the screen. Tap this button right here. And there's my list of buckets.